Okay, so trying not to keep off track. Obviously, not the same day. I did keep my outfit intact, hanging up in the closet, waiting for it because my phone was full. There was not enough space because it's a cheap piece of shit refurbished iPhone 12 that I had to get because when I was door dashing one day, my phone fell out of my pocket before I had the little clippy thing for the handlebar to put my phone on, and yeah, it got smashed and destroyed. Yeah, the Duchess angles. Why not? Clearly, I found this. I made some bubble concentrate today with my bubble bags. I found my old shake jar thing. Wasn't a whole lot in it, but it was enough to scrape out maybe a gram or two of bubble stuff. It's so blonde, it's ridiculous. I don't even know what the stuff in the shake bin was, but the stuff came out so blonde. It's like, wow. All the screens from 220 to 25 microns all came out blonde as fuck. Best harvest I've ever had. Just a shame that it was so little because I mean it's like a gram or two. Anyway, I can't obviously see what it is, but yeah, look, the Dutch angle. The Duchess angles. I'm like Thor or something. Anyway, I am wasting time. Pink Raccoon, Emily LazerPrincess, obviously. Season 1, Episode 5, Never Kill a Boy on the First Date. This is my third attempt at this. Obviously, the phone was full, couldn't record anything else. Oh great, the master. Is this the one with the kid who I always confuse with Baseball Billy? Yes, it is. Master is a gimp. I'd laugh every time he appears, but he's just not interesting enough. Owen, the guy who she dumps this week, another kind of trope, especially early on in the series, is like Buffy having these different crushes or love interests or guys she's ogling every single episode. And this was Owen. This was the Owen episode. Frankly amazing how much of the Vampire Slayer is just a vapid girl obsessed with boys, clearly. That is a short dress. When I wear one that short, I always worry it doesn't cover my bottom. This one doesn't cover my bottom. That's why I'm using it now while I'm doing this. Probably going to stick with this for the first season. Second season, I'll move on to something else, whatever. The kid is weird from the first. The melodrama. Yeah, they really kind of wring every just iota of emotional teen angst out of every scene in this episode. Had always been so bored and drifted away from the 5 shall die. Didn't realize they didn't actually die in an accident. I don't know how it never occurred to me. Like I said, I would drift off in previous watches and not really pay attention because it just didn't interest me. But the 5 on the bus died from the vampire eating them, and then it magically made the kid into like this uber vamp kind of character. And like, even though I'm probably wrong in my assessment of it, they did give me a really interesting idea to make a character who awakens in the middle of a Sabbath incursion into a Cameral space, or invasion into a Cameral city, where this person basically awakens and goes mad and buries themselves in a little potting thing outside of the mall over here. Yeah, it was very specific, and then like becomes a marauder who believes wholeheartedly that she is a vampire and gets involved with the Camarilla and the Sabbath and the Anarchs and all that stuff. But yeah, is it wrong to notice Buffy's inconsistent cup size? Happens several times with different characters. I don't know if they were just getting different bras or whatever between takes or something, but it is noticeable. I wish I had their magic bras. Yes. Haha, the annoying one. Shut up, the master. You're a joke. My ex is more evil and scary. My ex, the turf Nazi bitch who basically left me in this position, and I've been scrambling ever since. And now I'm going to end up having to die to avoid being homeless as a trans woman. So yeah, fuck you, Miranda. Also, shut up, Xander. He is the biggest reason not to watch the show. Clearly, I was still in the early stages of putting together my theory about Xander. Buffy puts on a third, not previously seen dress. Because, yeah, like, I believe that what I was thinking at that point in the episode was that she had changed her dress multiple times. And she probably did. I don't know if I'm, like, noticing things wrong or something, but yeah, it was like she changed her clothes a lot for some reason. Confirmed it's in the 90s, and I wasn't sure. It was something going on the screen. I don't remember. Okay, now here was the important part of this episode. I have to assume that Owen ends up in the initiative, the army guys Buffy was dealing with in college. Does he already work for them, but not really believe any of it until after the funeral home when he gets debriefed? And is this like some big conspiracy in the show before the conspiracy is actually in the show? And then, season 1 always sucks, huh? And there was, I guess the guy, the vampire they were fighting, his name Borba. And I really don't mean any offense to anyone whose culture thinks that Borba is an acceptable name, but Borba is a terrible name. And if your name is Borba and you become a vampire, you know, a master of blood or something, you know, lurker in the darkness, anything but Borba. Borba the bullshit vampire. And then in season 1, episode 5, I'm trying to hurry. Obviously last time I was not getting through things very rapidly, and I was going off into wild tangents and doing other crazy crap. But yeah, honestly, like, I hear they're doing like a revival series or a reboot or whatever where Buffy is like, you know, the end of the 7th season leaves things so up in the air, and you know, it would kind of make sense that she would end up making a company that, you know, trains up slayers to be more effective and to, you know, maybe deal with stuff better than the Watchers. I'll go into the Watchers. I guarantee you, when I get to the point in the series where they start to become more prominent and you see how fucked up and vile they are, I have plenty in my notes about all of that, and the Shadow Men and all of it. It's a really, really fucking regressive show, given like what it was presented as at the time. But anyway, season 1, episode 5. Never kill a boy on the first date, I guess. Pretty dumb.